What's up, guys? What's going on? John here on a quick one. Welcome to Farmer Freak, guys. Today you want to stick with me and I'm going to show you step by step how we transformed an abandoned pig house to a poultry farm within just a few hours, guys. But before we go into this video in proper, I'm going to take you back to why I had to go to my neighborhood searching for an apartment or a building like this, or a poultry pen like this, or a pig farm like this, in order to transfer my current batch of 2,000 chicks, which I have lost over 1,000, guys. It is not good news, but it is what it is, guys. So I'm going to take you back to what prompted me to do this, okay? Because I had to go around my neighborhood searching for something like this where I could transfer my bed from my own poultry farm into somewhere else so that I can clean and then disinfect my farm to prepare it for a new batch, okay? If you didn't watch my last video, I'm going to take you back so that you can watch just a few seconds to catch up with us. So guys, this is a video I uploaded 6 days ago, guys, putting down perfect bedding for your poultry. Now, broiler farming profitable tips, okay? Now, I'm just gonna play a few seconds of this. The litter to become much more dry. Again, the birds are going to feel so much more comfortably lying on dry litter. You can see we also have, I'm just going to pause it right there. Now you see the mistake we did is to mix the younger chicks in the same roof with the older chicks. It is not ideal. If you watched this video 6 days ago, you heard me warning you guys, please do not try this except you are such an expert who can handle such a risk, okay? Because it's very risky. Now hear what I said on this video. An upper section. I didn't bring this update to you, but guys, we have an upstairs. We have a bandar, like you may call it in my local language. There you are seeing is a batch of 2,000 birds, but I don't recommend you mixing badges within the same pen under the same roof, guys. This practice can be very risky, especially if you are just beginning, guys. You want to exercise a lot of caution if you are mixing older birds versus younger birds, or two different badges of bird under the same roof, okay? It is very risky. So you heard me saying and warning you guys of the potential risk, right? Now, what happened in my farm is that these birds you are seeing down just now, they had cough, okay? They had respiratory disease, okay? And by so doing, because the same workers have to walk down here and then go back up there, which I had warned them several times, but you know, if a boss is not around, well, your office or your company becomes something else, right? So when I traveled for about 10 days or so. These birds were all sold out, thankfully. But what happened is that the younger ones you see up got that disease from the older ones, okay? Which it really brought me huge losses, because we lost, out of 2,000 birds, we lost about 1,200, sorry. We lost about 1,200 birds. And for me to kind of like save them, because I knew that the farm had been infected by cough, by diarrhea, by respiratory disease, and maybe possibly coccidiosis or something like that. So to save the younger birds, I had to transfer them from my farm entirely now to a new farm, okay? So that is where you saw me going to my neighborhood about 500 to 600 meters away from my farm. And thankfully, luckily, I got to find this pig farm, which has been abandoned for almost 2 years, guys. Which has been abandoned for almost 2 years. It is a 1,000 capacity farm. So I had to go through the transformation the same day and then transferred all my birds, guys. And I also have these birds, this local bird, just at the door of my poultry, which is also not a good practice, guys. So this farm you're seeing right now, it measures about 19 by 7. which is a 1000, actually a 1000 capacity farm, guys. It has a store, it has a room which I can use as a brooder. Should I want to stay here, should I want to continue here. This guy who built this house built it for a pig farm. He is a military guys, but you know these military workers, when transfer takes them, they had to move on to another place, right? So I have brought my workers here, and cleaning up has already begun. You can see the big room right here. This room is also a potential heating room, right, in the future, should I want to continue here. We have another room, just by my right there. Look at this one, also the same measurement, which is also an ideal parking store for feed, or to even partition it for workers, guys, but it is looking really dirty. So I brought all my guys here, and cleaning up has begun. So the way this pig farm was partitioned, normally by 5 rooms on the right and then 5 rooms on the left, okay, which I am kind of just like thinking, should I request from this guy if I should break the partition so that I can have just 2 rows of the pen. It will be good for me. So you can see how nasty it is looking. It has been abandoned for 2 years, guys, and one good thing about this farm is a stream is just by the side, guys, so I have nothing to worry about water. The only worry is electricity. There is no electricity here, but what I have done is get solar bulbs, okay, get solar lamps, which we can be using for the meantime, because we have to do all we can to transfer the birds from my farm to this pen, to this farm, guys. Washing is going on. We are using a disinfectant. We are using all kind of disinfectants, because we know that pigs also, they can easily leave some bacteria behind, even though it has been for 2 years, guys, but no one can tell. So we are washing it thoroughly, after which we are going to be disinfecting, after which we are going to be leaving it to a few seconds. You see the Indian bamboo right there, that is a stream, a very good stream which doesn't get dry. See how awesome this farm is looking, which has been abandoned for almost 2 years. And so this is going to be like a transformation video, where we transformed an abandoned pig farm to a poultry farm within just a few hours, guys. So you want to watch till the end of this video, and we are going to show you all the steps we took, guys. So we have already gone halfway, washing the farm, washing the rooms. You can see how neat they are looking already. You can see how neat they are looking already. We make sure we wash even the walls and every area of the halls of the rooms, okay, just to make sure that we are free from any bacteria, from any whatever viruses out there and things like that, which may be harmful to the birds, guys. So we are also using a good disinfectant, which is called Vicon. Okay, I have my boys here, and the work is going just fine. And by the end, before the end of this video, you're gonna see how awesome this farm is looking already. You can see most of the rooms are already getting dry, and once they get dry, we disinfect again, and then we come up with our litters. Okay, we bring our litters in to start spreading the beddings right away, okay, because like I told you, we have to do all we can to transfer the beds today. Once we spread our litters, we also have to disinfect again. So we are using Vicon S. Vicon S is what I normally use for my disinfection, okay. It is a very good disinfectant, which I even use to wash my drinkers, to wash my feeders, and then to disinfect. In fact, you can use Vicon to disinfect your poultry and then put beds the same day, guys. It is just that powerful. I am not doing any promo with them. This is just me sharing you what I use for my disinfectant, right? So locally, I will just burst 2 of these 1 liter, 1.5 liter tangies, and then put the disinfectant inside, and that is me disinfecting all the walls, the floor, and all the surrounding of this farm just to make sure that we kill all bacteria, so that once our birds come in here, they will be safe from any bacteria out there, guys. So you see what is going on, disinfection in process, guys. The Vicon is this powerful. I have been using it right from day one of launching my poultry farm. It is just awesome, guys. It is just that awesome. So you see what is going on, guys. You make sure that you disinfect both the floors and the walls, guys. So we are almost done, guys. We are almost done with the cleaning up. You can see the foam right there. That is a Vicon. When I see the foams on the floor or on the walls, I know that we have done a good disinfection. Okay, guys, so it is just that awesome, and we are getting close to launching our new farm, guys. We did bought some food, some local palm wine, and then my workers fell on it, and they are just so excited. So this is a Vicon. You can see the foam. It comes with this foam to tell me that yes, it is really sinking down, guys. And one thing about this pen is I love it for the ventilation. Okay, we are just surrounded by mountains and by sea, the Limbe Sea right there. We are just surrounded by the Limbe Down Beach. So the ventilation here is something else. It's top notch, which is just amazing. So what I'm thinking to do, the birds are just going to spread in any room they want to spread, okay? And then this corridor is also going to be left that way. So whichever bird wants to stay in the room, it can stay. It wants to go to the veranda or to the corridor, it can go, and then they should just feel free, guys. Because remember, this respiratory disease, I also employed someone to cut down all these Indian bamboos so that we can have a very good view. You can see houses are just like 150 meters away from us, and we are well located, guys, just by the stream, which is a plus, guys. A plus. I don't need to worry about water. This stream runs all through the year. It doesn't get dry and things like that, guys. So remember that this respiratory disease and the cough, it needs an area where it is open, okay, and where it has good ventilation, because that ventilation helps the bird to recover faster, guys. So you can see Vicon in process, okay, and then we have our sawdust ready in each room to start spreading our beddings once the floors get dry. Okay, we're just gonna take a little break, and my workers are going to eat something, and then once we come back, you are going to see the bedding is already on the floor. Look at what we have here, guys. Look at what we have here. We have done all this, and we have also disinfected the litter. We have also disinfected the bedding, okay, because we do this to eradicate any bacteria, any germ, any whatever you may call it, guys. Remember, when going for your bedding, you also have to ask the wood shavers that you don't want small leaf, because there are some woods which are prohibited for poultry farmers, okay? Be careful which beddings you buy, because these guys are very, very smart. They can sell you a bathwood leather, a bathwood bedding, because they want the money, and you will be left to suffer with all the diseases that you can ever imagine that can arise, okay? So we are good. Once everything gets dry, once disinfection is all synced, you are going to start seeing birds already. Look at that, guys. We have already started the transfer of our birds, guys. But sadly to say, I am going to be frank with you guys, out of 2,000 birds, we have lost 1,200 birds. Oh my God. When I came back from my trip and I learned this, oh, I was really sad, because the trip I even went wasn't a pleasurable one. I went to take care of my wife in the hospital, okay? And then coming back again and seeing this and meeting this, it was just something bad, okay? But it is what it is. So we have our beds here, and my plan is that I'm going to keep up with this farm. I'm going to have two farms now, so that is also good news. Thanks for watching and stick around for more updates.